Hello everyone. Finally, the hood. I got the hood on. You know what else I did? I polished it. She had all these little fine scratches. I mean, it's not perfect, but my God, for a 33-year-old paint job, she's holding up pretty good. And she has some flaws. I mean, you got a few defects like this little area here bubbling. You know, you got a crack over here. You know, you got some chips in it, but overall, she looks good. She looks good. Let me show you what I used. Harbor Freight buffer and some maguiars. Mirror glaze. What is this? This is okay, which one did I use first? Okay, so I went with the Ultra Cut compound. I used the blue pad for that. This is pretty coarse. All right, Harbor Freight. This one, I'm not sure where I got it from, but it's soft enough for the wax. And then I did the Ultra Finishing Polish, Maguire's, of course. And then I topped it off with some high-tech yellow wax. And this one here, this tan color buffing pad I used for the Ultra Finishing Polish. And she came out pretty decent. Looks pretty good. I went ahead and taped off all the edges, mainly for the pinstripe. I didn't want to catch the pinstripe and pull it off because that took me forever to do. And so I didn't want to have to do it over. Besides, you know how it is. I put this pinstripe on there about 4 years ago, and if I went to go purchase it again, it probably wouldn't be the same color. And this is just to prevent all the wax and compound from getting all over the place here. I still have to go in here and clean that up, but very little. It'd be funny if I peel this up and all the paint, black paint comes up with it. No, it wouldn't be funny. Yeah, she looks pretty good. And I also got some wire loom at Harbor Freight. There it is. And this is for the wiring for the K40 radar detector and scrambler. Yeah, it's supposed to scramble the signal so that the radar couldn't clock me. We'll see if that works. I know the radar detector works, but we'll see if that works. Anyway, she's ready to hit the road. I did a little tweaking in the engine bay on the carburetor. Still needs a little more. I need to change out the oil and the filter. And yeah, we can hit the road. I discovered that the cap, if it moves really easy up and down, like it comes off. So I'm gonna see what I do about that. Maybe that's my misfire, because it feels like a misfire when I hit part throttle. I don't think it's coming from the carburetor. I think it's coming from there, from the ignition system. So I'm gonna go over all of that, and maybe I can find something out here. Then you have the alternator. I believe it's only 40 amps. I think I'm gonna change that out to 100. I seen it at Jegs for about 200 bucks. It's a one wire, so I may try that out. And I have, oh, let me show you the oil line, how I did that. I don't know if you can see that, but here it is. I made a tiny little hole in the grommet there for the vacuum lines, and ran it through. Feels pretty good. It's not getting caught up on anything. And then I installed the gauge right down here underneath. What is this? Soundstream equalizer crossover. I'm waiting for the housing, the holder. I just put this on there with double stick tape to hold it in place for now. Should be here in a couple days. And I don't think I'm going to put any other gauge in here. I don't think it's necessary. I think the oil gauge is the most important, because this still works and my temperature gauge works just fine. I don't want a bunch of gauges in here. It'll look cool, but it's not necessary. So she's just going to get that one, and of course the RPM, and that's it. Anyway, I'm going to continue working on her. I'm going to lift the front end up a little bit. I'm going to give it 2 turns on this side, because this side here, the driver's side, is a little lower than the passenger side. So I'm going to go ahead and crank that up just a little bit, and then swap out these tires. Anyway, we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.